Hey, we're back.
How's it going, everyone?
Alright, so what did we watch this time?
We watched Alligator or The Alligator?
I think it's just Alligator.
Just Alligator. Alright, so let me try and surmise the plot of this one. An alligator gets flushed down the toilet. There's chemicals in the sewer.
Mm-hmm.
It mutates into a large crocodile.
Yep.
And then eats people.
Yeah, that's it.
While the cops try and catch it the entire movie and kill it.
Yeah.
That's the plot.
And also the one cop that's on it from the get-go people think are crazy.
Yeah, they think he's making it up.
And until they can't deny it anymore. Then they're like, oh, we believed you all along. Yeah, my ass, you did.
When did I ever doubt you? Yeah, it's a C or a D budget movie.
Whoa, yeah, I was gonna say it's considered a B-list horror film.
Oh, it's a B-list horror film.
Yeah,
okay.
but it definitely has a very low budget.
Yeah, like it's pretty much just people running around holding guns and driving cars. There's a few explosions,
and some poorly shot alligator footage.
10-15 grand. You could have probably made this movie in the 80s.
No, I think it cost them a few million.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, was that an animatronic?
It was a combination of, I think, a baby alligator, some stock footage, gator footage they had, and a really bad animatronic.
Yeah, because the close-ups were of a different color scales than the other parts.
Yeah.
So, alligator keeps getting away. Alligator at some point breaks through the street. At some point it gets into someone's pool.
This is another thing. This alligator, I think, has teleportation powers because it's all of a sudden it's in the sewer, and then it's across town in somebody's
The sewer,
pool.
it breaks out. It shows it breaks
Oh,
out.
fair enough. It does break out, but even after it breaks out of the sewer
before
in the pool. Hang on. But where is he before the pool?
Before the pool, he was in the lake. He's like, there's a lake over there,
Yes.
and then it cuts to him crawling in the lake.
And somehow the lake leads to a pool, and somehow
it doesn't.
And somehow the pool leads to an alleyway across town.
So the pool.
Where else did he go? Was there somewhere else after the alleyway too that was like, how the hell did he get there already?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I'm just having trouble.
Where did he go at? Because they're like, we lost there's an alligator hunter that had like 2 bullets in his gun.
Yeah,
apparently.
he's the one who dies in the alleyway.
Yeah.
But I thought after the alleyway.
Well, no, I was saying they go to the diner after that, and then the other 2 cops are like, oh, we lost the alligator hunter, and the guy's like,
fair enough.
I'm upset. I'm breaking up with you, and she's like, okay.
Yeah, that didn't make sense.
No,
I mean,
it's
that
really
scene.
stupid.
It's like all of a sudden, like there was no need for him to be a dick to her in that moment.
No,
it's just like, okay, we need an excuse for the protagonist to be a jerk to the girl, so she leaves and he has to go make it up to her in the morning. It's like this scene was horribly unnecessary. Yeah, you could have done anything else because it didn't add anything, because you literally go from him being a dick to him having a nightmare, to him going to her house and apologizing in the morning, instead of you could have just had her go back to his house, have her be with him, have him have the nightmare in bed, and then remember something, and then, you didn't need all the additional crap.
No. So, all I remember is...
It was just so we could introduce him to her crazy mother for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. There was no need for it.
I have an evil eye. Can you tell which one? So again, there was that between the alley, and then they were chasing it, and at one point they stopped on the bridge.
Oh, okay, yep.
But I feel like there was something. Oh, it was in a river, and the cops on the boats were chasing it.
Yes, that's it.
And then it got away again.
And then it got away, and then it ended up in somebody's backyard for a wedding again.
Yeah, that was so the guy who was horribly testing animals with chemicals and dumping them in.
It was his property. Yeah.
It was his property, and lots of people died, including him.
Yep.
And then it escaped again back to the sewer.
Yep.
I guess it wanted revenge on its maker.
Sure, yeah, because it automatically knew who he was and where he lived.
Because it mutated his brain and he was now smart. I mean, they are smart, just to begin with. But
I know, but like...
to know somebody he's never met.
And know where they live.
He's
just not smart, he's psychic.
Oh my god, you're right, he is a psychic crocodile. Alligator.
With teleportation powers.
Then ends up back in the sewer, and then main cop guy decides that clock radio and the dynamite that were sitting in the evidence room that he stole earlier in the film, now is a good time to use it. So he goes down to the sewer, and it's full of methane gas now, even though they've been down there like 8 times in the movie and there's no methane gas.
Like, I'm not a rocket scientist, but somehow combining a clock radio with dynamite equals bomb.
To be honest, it is dynamite, and like shaking it can set it off. So the radio switching on could create a spark.
Sure.
Which could ignite it. I'm just trying to...
Or the dynamite was rocking out to the oldies and it exploded with excitement.
Technically, it could shake it enough that...
Yeah, I know, that's what I was doing. Yeah.
So then he almost gets trapped in there because some lady decides she wants to park on the manhole waiting for the garbage truck. Not her fault. But when the person's like, there's someone down there, move your car, she's like, what? Why do you say it to me?
Yeah, it's unnecessary tension for a second. It's like, is the cop going to make it to the sewer before the bomb goes off?
And also, there's someone down there. Move, you crazy lady. What did he just say to me? Oh, God. And then the girl gets in the car and just pushes her over.
Did I miss a part where, like, did the alligator swallow the bomb at any point?
No, he put it on the wall.
Okay. So basically, he was relying on dumb luck that the alligator was going to be in the right spot at the right time for the bomb to go off.
No, because I think he knew that was methane gas, so the whole thing was just going to light up, and no matter where he was going to be fine. And that's why they showed multiple manholes exploding around it, and that one car under a manhole just exploding.
Sure. That's how that works.
But the alligator was dead before any of those manholes exploded.
Yeah, because the alligator
in the blew up
That's right. Quite nicely.
Yes, it did. And then we get the trope. There were so many tropes. It was like, oh, this is going to happen. Oh, that's going to happen. Oh, this is going to happen. Of course. But at the end, you called the last one, which was, and a no baby alligator comes down to the sewer.
Oh, I know.
So theoretically, this movie came out in 1980?
1980, yeah.
So was there another sequel in 1992?
No, they did another one like 10 or 11 years later.
That was close enough. 91, 90?
I have never seen the sequel.
Have you seen this one?
And I have never fully seen this one.
No? Oh, wow. First time for me.
I have caught this film on TV maybe 2 or 3 times.
Seems like
over the course of the last 40 some odd years.
Yeah.
41, 42 years, whatever we're 2022 now, right? So 42 years. In the last 42 years, I've caught this thing on television 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Every time, it's the same part. I see, and I never watch it because I'm always flipping through, and I never see anything that really ever grabbed me in the moment. For some reason, I always tune in at the beginning, right when he's talking to him about the hair loss.
Oh, I know what you're going through. Yeah.
And the other scene, what was it? What was the other scene? I'm trying to think. It's not when the hunter guy's getting eaten. It's when he first goes to see her in the office. That's it. That's the other scene I always see, where basically she's being like a grumpy jerk to him, and then he's being a grumpy jerk in return, kind of thing.
To be honest, I only saw him being a grumpy jerk.
I think she was a little stuck up in that moment.
I'm sure she was, but I didn't perceive it that way. So later in the movie, when he's like, when I first met you, I thought you were blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what are you talking about? She was giving you all the information you want. But I guess she kind of was. Yeah. She was saying that it can't happen. They can only grow. It's definitely not a crocodile. Yeah. Basically, you're crazy.
Yeah, basically.
So fair from his
But,
point
yeah.
of view. Okay, now that I'm looking back. In
So
retrospect.
realistically, yeah, I've only seen like 2 or 3 scenes of this entire film.
Oh god.
I've never seen it all the way through.
And now we have.
And now we have, and it's not horrible. It's fun, but it's fun in a bad, cheesy B movie kind of way. But yeah, so I so called that ending. I'm like,
Yeah.
they're doing the close up on. I knew that when they started doing that close up on
Yeah.
the pipe, clearly they were waiting for something like another baby alligator.
I was hoping that they were going to go the route of all the chemicals mutated the crocodile, and it was now able to reproduce on its own.
Oh yeah,
And
like
have
Godzilla,
its-
asexual.
yeah,
identity,
yeah.
yeah.
But they didn't.
I thought you were gonna say. I thought it was gonna be able to reconstitute itself back together.
Another superpower. It already has teleportation.
Then why
And
not?
Psychic. Might as well. So, any chance of us watching the sequel at any point?
Yeah, sure.
Because, as much as I wouldn't want to watch this movie again, I do, just for the sake of a bad movie sense,
yeah,
want to see what the sequel does.
I'm scared to watch it, but yeah, we'll
I
watch
am
it.
too. It could actually be good.
It could be. I doubt it. I have a feeling this is probably the stronger of the two.
Most probably.
Because why I
Sequels
say
are
that
always
is
the best.
because they never made a sequel after 2.
That's fair, but it did take them 10 years.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So, Alligator 3, 2024?
Sure. Why not? Why not?
Or Alligator remake?
Or Reborn or The Return or whatever R word you want to use. Sure.
Yeah, our words are cool these days. What was the one earlier?
Except for the one Robert
Rises.
Stack used in the 1980s, which we can't say anymore.
No, what? I'm curious. I know you can't say it, but can you, say it without saying it?
Yeah, the R word, that's a bad word for the mentally handicapped.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah. As I
Okay.
said, a word Robert Stack used continuously during unsolved mysteries during the 1980s.
Oh, fair. I didn't...
But you can't
Watch
use
that.
it anymore.
No, it's not okay.
Oh, no. But just the way he candidly always used to talk about it in the old Unsolved Mysteries, or like how you bring up, well, this boy or this person is blah, 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 and I'm like, I can't believe you just said that out
It's
loud.
like, pardon me?
Flash forward 20 years, you be canceled.
Yep, absolutely. I'm honestly going to say I wouldn't recommend people go watch this.
Really? Oh, I'd recommend to get like drunk or high first,
Uh,
or watch
that
it during
might
like a
improve
bad movie night, or if you want some cheesy movies during Halloween, sure.
Sure, there are certain circumstances in which this movie could be watched, but if it's like a Friday night and you're looking for
A good movie? No.
A good movie?
This
No.
isn't it, no.
a C movie, rating C, like
A good bad
middle
movie?
ground,
Sure, yeah.
this is a low ground. This is like a really bad movie. So unless you want to actually go watch a bad movie, do not go watch this.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's just my opinion. In my
Fair
opinion.
enough. I say give it a shot.
I mean, this review kind of pretty much just gave you the whole movie. So.
Yeah, this is legitimately there's no plot in this movie whatsoever.
And for the record, this review might actually be better than the entirety of the movie.
Well, yeah, because
just
they
for the
didn't have to
record.
spend money to rent it.
That's true.
Or buy it.
Buy it.
And we just gave them the gist of the plot.
Yeah. So you've now seen it. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, pretty much.
Thanks for listening, guys. What's your favorite creature movie? Not monster movie. Not like a werewolf or like vampires or stuff
You mean like
that.
Jaws or
Yeah, like
Alligator?
Jaws or alligators or... Is there any more?
I don't know, probably is.
Probably is. Let us know what your favorite movie is. Thanks for listening, guys, and hopefully you have a good one.
Alright, stay safe and healthy, everybody.
Adios.
Sayonara. Alright, there's an epilogue I want to add on to the end of this recording. One thing in this film I forgot to mention, which was absolutely hilarious, I found funny, and so did my brother throughout the movie, was how many times they constantly refer to the main character was balding and losing his hair. I think it was about 4 times through the entire film. Oh, that was just beautiful. And the other thing we want to point out is how horribly everybody aged back in the 80s. This film is from 1980, and everybody looks older than they actually are. Robert Forster, who's the actor who plays the main character, was only 39 years old at the time, but he looked 50. And the main actress, whose name escapes me at this moment, she was only 29 at the time, but she looked like a woman in her late 30s, early 40s. So yeah, people really age horribly and age much better today. I guess it's healthier living and taking care of yourself and all that jazz. But I just thought of it, I remembered, and I wanted to throw that at the end of the recording. It's almost like you play a drinking game every time they mention that the main character is balding or losing his hair. You know, probably gonna have several shots for this movie. All right, adios, everybody, sayonara, and all that jazz. Catch you next time.